No audio. I can't believe I didn't turn the audio up. Oh, sorry about that. Kilo Oscar. Now we lost the bird now. Okay. Oh, Greg and I. Where were you guys when I needed you? I just made all those QSOs with no audio on the live stream. No audio. I can't believe I didn't turn the audio up. Oh, sorry about that. Hold on. Kilo Oscar. Now we lost the bird. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe Emilio, I can't believe I did that. Hey, I got you, Emilio. I got you on there. Yeah, you got it now. Yeah, because you guys told me nobody showed up on the stream until just now. At the very end of the pass, you guys showed up. I can't believe it. Hey, delayed notification. What can I tell you? I haven't had my second cup of coffee yet. I had my first cup, half of it, took the dog for a walk, who's now sitting next to me like, you don't feed me. I fed her. I gave her a bone. I took her for a walk. She pooped. She peed. She's happy. And what are you looking at? She's looking at me like, you're going to sit there and talk in that microphone all day? You're going to pay attention to me. Oh, the trials and tribulations of live streaming. Oh, my God. There was no astronaut talking to me. Oh, don't even joke. Although the time the astronaut did talk to me, the last time when I talked to Mike Fink, I didn't have the audio on either. My fault. Guilty as charged. If you look at this video from the beginning, you'll notice that I didn't do the slideshow. I didn't do anything. I just, boom, I went live. I wasn't paying attention. And I totally forgot to turn the audio back on, turn the microphone on. Ugh. If I didn't have my head on my shoulders, I'd lose it. But I lose my mind anyway. But I had a really good set of passes there. I started out right away with SO50 was coming up. Let me show you. These first three contacts were SO50, and then we made 10 contacts on the ISS. And they were coming in clear as a bell, and you guys would have loved hearing it. And Emilio, you were on there. Roger was on there. You're here now. This is what you get for not coming on my live stream and making me sit on my toes here and pay attention, because I didn't even know I didn't have the mic on. I need a producer. That's what I need. I need somebody to say, okay, Mike, go here now. Mike, go here now. Do this now. Do that now. Yeah. Sometimes I screw up royally, but hey, who cares? This is retirement. We're having fun now. I'm having a drink of unsweet iced tea. It's a good thing I'm diabetic. Otherwise, I'd be drinking sweet tea 24/7. I'd be super huge. Well, now that that's over with, what else we got coming up today? Let's see over here. We got, all right, AO91 is telemetry only. AO123 is telemetry only. MO122 is not heard. RS44 is going to be a 12.3 degree pass in about an hour and 3 minutes. UMK RS40, that's only going to be 8 degrees. The ISS, the next pass, is only going to be 5 degrees. You can see that right here. Take that text off the screen. Roger, you can go back. Oh, no, you won't hear the audio from the radio either, because the same input does both. Never mind. Never mind. Let's see. There might be another way to do this where I could separate the audio from the radio, but that's too much to think about right now. Roger, I'm going to probably experiment with this rotator this week, maybe even today. This weekend I might do it, although it is championship weekend in NASCAR, the last weekend of NASCAR races until February. So I might be busy watching those races. That should be fun. Yeah. Can't believe I didn't have the audio on. You know what it proves? It proves I am human. I am human. All right. Let's see. I think that's it for now. I got nothing else coming up. Then I'm going to jump on that at least for an hour or so. So let's see if there are any other ISS passes today. Yes, there is at 9:44 this evening, and the next one after that should be higher. Oh, good morning from the Caribbean. I hope you weren't anywhere near Melissa. Melissa just devastated it. You can look at the geochron. You can see Melissa's going to go all the way up into the Arctic. There's the path. That's where it is now. It's way out there at sea. So it shouldn't affect the mainland at all. It didn't affect us. What it did do is make it damn cold here. Oh my God, we got a cold front came through, and I took the dog for a walk this morning. It was 45 degrees. I wanted to get a Parker, but I got this really cool sweatshirt I bought in St. Augustine. I wore that, and it was comfortable. Now it's up to 49 degrees. Woo, we're breaking records now. I think today it's only going to get up into the mid 70s. So yeah, that'll be that. Good day to play outside. I might take the rotator and the computer and the sat box outside. And all right, so you were down in the South St. Vincent and the Grenadiers. All right. So you're safe. Good. I'm glad you're safe, Ira. Hate to see you have a problem. I've been through hurricanes. The worst hurricane probably here was Irma. Hurricane Matthew came through, and the wind blew hard. Knocked down a bunch of trees because they had not had a hurricane here in about 10 years. So when the storm came through, it was bad. It was a pretty bad storm, but Matthew came and it hit us up here and then went north into Georgia and blah, blah, blah. Irma came right up the center of the state. So when Matthew came and all the power lines came down and stuff like that, crews from South Florida could come up here and help us, and crews from Georgia and Maryland. Actually, the group that came down here and fixed the wires on my street were from Maryland, and they were able to do it. But when it came up through the center of the state, it did so much damage in the entire state. Crews from down south couldn't come up here and help the crews up here finish cleaning up because the entire state had to be cleaned up. I remember 2 days after Irma, I'm driving down 95 going to Kennedy Space Center, and every billboard along 95 was knocked down. Every single one of them. There was not one billboard standing between Palm Coast and Kennedy Space Center, and that's from the wind. And so that just shows you the extent. That was 80 miles of 95 where all the billboards were knocked down or ripped or messed up. So, yeah, Irma was really bad. The other thing with Irma, too, the winds were a little greater than during Matthew. The only thing that saved us was Matthew had come through and knocked down all the dead trees already, so there weren't a lot of trees falling. But, yeah. And Iris says, they are not any fun. Burl took out this island badly. Irma took out my other island, and Angola Island. It was rough times. Yeah. Well, hurricanes, they don't care about us. This is why I put a tilt-over tower in my backyard. My luck, I'll put a tilt-over tower. I'll tilt it over when the storm comes, and a tornado will still come and twist it up. That'll be my luck. We have had a tornado here. I had a tree right next to my house get ripped apart. It was amazing. The tornado came through and spun the top of the tree and snapped it. This was an oak tree that had a giant limb hanging over my roof. And I had talked to the town about it because it was on city property. And I said, can I cut this down? They said, yeah, if it's hanging over your property, you can cut it down. I said, okay, fine. Well, then the storm came, and it snapped the top of the tree off and dropped it right next to my fence. It never even hit the fence. It was literally right next to it. I was so lucky. There was only one problem. The only limb remaining on this tree stump was the one that hung over my roof. So I called the city, and eventually they sent some guys out and cut that tree down. But, yeah, it was funny. Anyway, yeah, they're not fun. Hurricanes, I'm lucky. I have a concrete house, not cement block filled with concrete. I'm talking my house was made with concrete molds. Has rebar reinforcement, everything. The roof, when I had it redone in 2016, was upgraded to the newest codes ever since Homestead, Florida. They upgraded all the codes and how many nails you got to have and how long they got to be, and all the straps on the cross arm. I mean, on the joists, they all had to be bigger with more nails and all that. And I had all that upgraded when I did my roof. So that's good. And then when I replaced the windows in the house, I put in hurricane windows. They could take a direct hit at 150 miles an hour and they will shatter, but they will not puncture. And if you know anything about hurricanes, what causes the most damage is when they're punctured and the pressure from the wind blows into the house and pushes up on the roof. That's how houses lose their roofs. So, yeah. Yeah, it's Iris saying, let's be careful. We got one more month to go till the end of the 2025 hurricane season in November. Yes, the end of November will be the end of hurricane season this year. We have not, knock wood, had a hurricane this year. All of them seem to want to turn north and go up the Atlantic. So we've been very lucky that way. I'm blessed because of that. All right, enough babbling by you, Mike. KO4 PDI here. Listen, remember what I always say. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. At least not without me, all right? Give me a call first and we could do it together, all right? So remember, Kilo, Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, the Ham Fun Guy. I'll see you guys later. 73, everybody. Catch you soon.